What's up, people? This is going to be a very long video because it's a very long article we're reading. And I would normally run my train on Train Sim World 5. Quick shout out to that game while I do this, just so people have something to look at while I'm reading this. If people like that, I mean, I do. Like, personally wouldn't, like, I might just replace this, like, with just something in the background, just like a still photo of, like, Elon Musk or something, because I keep forgetting you can do that. Like, on a video, you don't have to, like, use what's on this screen. But, yeah, I can't play that because I'm winning this game against SMU, number 5 team in the nation, 7-3. And if I can't save in game, and I can't bring up Train Sim World 5 because it'll wipe my progress. So we're just, here comes a train. I guess y'all hear that whistle, but yeah. We're going to read this article here. You may get some Schadenfreude out of it. It's about Elon Musk's blow up with Trump officials in a cabinet meeting. And this is like a closed door meeting, and this stuff was previously unreported. Very, very spicy stuff. So liberals, leftists, get ready to have some fun if you watch this. It's going to be a long video. I'm not great at reading out loud. I stop a lot to like give my input. I chatter a lot, I yap a lot, and I'm a chatterbox, but it's gonna be, I mean, you know, and right wingers, you're ready to like call it fake news or like, I don't know what you're gonna do, just cry because I don't care. All right, here you go. Inside this New York Times, but I'll leave the links and sources on all that. There's several sites that reported this. Inside the explosive meeting where Trump officials clashed with Elon Musk, simmering anger at the billionaire's unchecked power spilled out in a remarkable cabinet meeting. Oh, cabinet room meeting, it just ends. Okay. The president, I'm just like I said, not going to reading. The president quickly moved to rein in Mr. Musk. I can read fast in my head alone, but out loud, I fuck up. All right. Marco Rubio was incensed because I got like too much stimuli around me. Marco Rubio was incensed. Here he was in the cabinet room of the White House, the Secretary of State, seated behind the president and listening to the litany of attacks from the richest man in the world. Seated diagonally opposite across the elliptical mahogany table. I love how descriptive this is. I can see it. Elon Musk, well, I'm a visual guy, was letting Mr. Rubio have it, accusing him of failing to slash that. You haven't fired nobody. Mr. Musk told Mr. Rubio and scornfully added that perhaps the only person he had fired was a staff member from Mr. Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. Mr. Rubio had been privately fierce with Mr. Musk for weeks. Interesting. I knew that, like, okay, let's keep reading. Ever since his team effectively shut an entire agency that was supposedly under Mr. Rubio's control, USAID. But in an extraordinary cabinet meeting on Thursday in front of the president and to around 20 others. Wow, this is a big meeting. Details of which have not been reported before. Mr. Rubio got his grievances off his chest. What was he like? You felt like he was safe because Daddy Trump was around and there were no cameras, so he could like speak freely. That's so sad. I couldn't be in this cabinet or any cabinet. I get fired in like a week, so I'd speak out too much. That's why I can't be no cabinet. I gotta be the president. I can't be no cabinet. Mr. Musk was not being truthful, Mr. Rubio said. I'm too type A. What about the more than 1,500 State Department officials who took early retirement and buyouts? Didn't they count as layoffs, he asked? He asked sarcastically whether Mr. Musk wanted him to rehire all those people just so he could make a show of firing them again. Rubio's a funny guy. I never hated Marco Rubio per se because I can't like recall any terrible votes he's made off the top of my head. He just votes in line with his party all the time. He's an establishment normal Republican. One of the last few normal Republicans from my childhood. Not childhood, early adulthood. Then he laid out the detailed plans for reorganizing the State Department. Mr. Musk was unimpressed. He told Rubio he was good on TV, with the clear subtext being that he was not good for much else. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rubio's a basic, boring establishment Republican. He doesn't do anything except vote in line with his party. He doesn't have any like thoughts or like positions. Throughout all of this, the president sat back in his chair, arms folded, as if he were watching a tennis match. Trump loves this shit because he's a psycho. He knows at one point, eventually he's gonna have to fire Elon Musk, and like he's gonna like blame everything on him and Doge. Like when it goes belly up, I would too. Fuck this guy. He paid $300 million, got Trump elected. I don't know if he has assurances or whatever, but if he doesn't, I would dump him to the curb so fast I'm done using him up. It would make your head spin. All right, where are we at? All right, here we go. Cabinet officials almost uniformly like the concept of what Mr. Musk got out to do, reducing waste, fraud, and abuse in government, but have been frustrated by the chainsaw approach. What? They would make chainsaw two words. That's why I said chainsaw. It's one word. By the chainsaw approach to upending the government and the lack of consistent coordination. Thursday's meeting, which was abruptly scheduled on Wednesday, Wednesday evening, was a sign that Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump, was mindful of the growing complaints. He tried to offer each side something by praising both Mr. Musk and his cabinet officials. The president made clear he still supported the mission of Mr. Musk, but now was the time, he said, to be a bit more refined in its approach. You got Donald Trump, the world's most reckless man, talking about you need, bro. You got to be a little more targeted than what you're doing. From now on, he said, secretaries will be in charge. The Musk team would only advise. Yeah, right. It is unclear what the long-term impact of the meeting will be. Mr. Musk remains Mr. Trump's biggest political financial supporter, but just this week, his super PAC aired $1 million worth of ads that said, "Thank you, President Trump." And Mr. Musk's control of the social media website X has made administration staff members and cabinet secretaries alike fearful that he will target them in the public. But if nothing else, these people are such pussies, bro. These nerds are such fucking pussies. They're all just lawyers, nerds. But if nothing else, the session laid bare the tension between Mr. Trump's team, Mr. Musk's team, and news of the sharp clashes spread quickly through senior ranks of the cabinet agencies after it was over. This account is based on interviews with 5 people with knowledge of the events. Damn, 5 sources. They went like above and beyond. In a post on social media after the meeting, Mr. Trump, they keep calling him Mr. Trump. That's so funny. Said the new next phase of his plan to cut a federal workforce will be conducted with a scalpel rather than a hatchet. Why would you ever let him use the hatchet? A clear reference to Mr. Musk's scorched earth approach. Mr. Musk wore a suit and tie. Wow, you wore a suit and tie instead of his usual t-shirt. Yeah, it's like, show some fucking respect, immigrant. You're in America, asshole. The usual t-shirt after Mr. Trump. He keeps saying Mr. Trump. That's your president, man. Show some respect. I'm joking, obviously. I don't even call him Mr. Trump. That's Donnie Dumbass or Little Dementia Donnie to me. Mr. Trump publicly ribbed him about his sloppy appearance. What? Defending himself by saying that he had 3 companies with a market cap of tens of billions of dollars and that his results speak for themselves. Oh, I can wear what I want. But he was soon clashing with members of the cabinet. Let me get a sip of coffee before my shit goes cold. Just moments before the blow up with Mr. Rubio, Mr. Musk, and the Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, why is it not Mr. Duffy, went back and forth about the state of the FAA equipment for tracking airplanes and what kind of fix was needed. Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, jumped in to support Mr. Musk. That's great. Mr. Duffy said the young staff, because Musk got Lutnick hired. Mr. Duffy said the young staff of Mr. Musk's team was trying to lay off air traffic controllers. What am I supposed to do, Mr. Duffy said. Why are there no quotes around? What am I supposed to do? This article's crazy. There's no quotes around it. That's like it's triggering me. All right, I have multiple plane crashes to deal with now, and your people want me to fire air traffic controllers? Then they show a picture of the Potomac crash. Why did they really have to show that? Mr. Musk told Mr. Duffy that, now it's Mr. Duffy. This guy's funny. This author. Mr. Musk told me, everybody calls Mr. Mr. Duffy that his assertion was a lie. Mr. Duffy insisted it was not. He had heard it directly from him directly. Mr. Musk, asking who had been fired, said, "Give me their names. Tell me their names. Give me their names. Tell me every name of all tens of thousands of government employees who've been fired. Tell me their names right now." I love that tactic. Like, can you name every war that's ever happened? Were you against every war? That's such a dumb right-wing tactic. Mr. Duffy said there were not any names because he had stopped them from being fired. What? I didn't know this. So that was just a show for the press? He didn't fire those guys? Bro, I've been sitting there nervous in my room for weeks, thinking a plane was going to crash in my neighborhood because I thought these motherfuckers had fired the safety and maintenance people at the FAA. So that didn't happen? I hope it didn't happen. Because these people maintain the safety of the planes. It's foolish. At another point, Mr. Musk insisted that people hired under diversity, equity, and inclusion programs are working in control towers. But I didn't know I would keep recording. My controller went off. So wait, that means the mic is still recording you when your shit turns off. I have confirmation now. Good. I don't care. The Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins, has been dealing, because I mean, I'm surrounded by devices recording me. What's one more? The Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins, has been dealing with one of the most politically sensitive challenges of all the cabinet secretaries. Mr. Musk cuts will affect thousands of veterans. Here we go. Now you're talking about real shit. A powerful constituency and core part of the Trump base. Mr. Collins, they're probably a core part of the America base. Fuck Trump's base. They're a core part of America. 30% of the federal workforce is veterans. Mr. Collins made the point that they should not wield a blunt instrument and cleave off everyone from the VA. Yeah, motherfuckers, step up. Do it. They might fire 80,000 people from the VA. What are these veterans going to do? They need to be strategic about it. Mr. Trump agreed with Mr. Collins, saying they ought to retain the smart ones and get rid of the bad ones. What are you talking about, the bad ones? There are no bad VA employees. They need all of them. These people need their services, man. I'm telling you. And here's a detail. They're not even mentioning this article. Joe Biden added like 20,000 VA workers to deal with soldiers exposed to toxic burn pits. They passed funding for that. And now they're just going to fire these people? I'm sick of this fucking unpatriotic bullshit. You hate America. You want to fire those fucking people. In response to, we sent these fucking people to Afghanistan and other bullshit countries to get exposed to bombs, fires, electrical fires, all kinds of shit, and then toxic burn pits. And we hired all these people to provide services to deal with them. And now we're getting rid of them after we tease them with health care. So it's not okay to me. In response, that pisses me off more than anything Trump's done in his presidency is potential VA cuts. It's stupid. You don't want to piss veterans off. It's stupid. In response to a request to comment from New York Times, Carolyn, I'm not reading her shit. I'm sorry, I can't read her comments. She's an idiot. A Department of Veterans Affairs spokesman said, as President Trump has said, it's important to increase efficiency and reduce bureaucracy. Here's how you increase efficiency at the VA. Hire even more people, while keeping in place the best and most productive federal employees. VA is working with DOGE. VA is the one agency we should never touch. With DOGE and the rest of the administration to do just that. Okay, I think the rest is quotes from Elon Musk's Twitter account. We made it through. I'm sorry I got upset, but I'm not, because are you an American? Are you an American if you don't give a shit about veterans? I used to be one of these people. I'm gonna be just be real honest and real open, like I always am on this fucking channel. I used to be one of those people that would be like, man, veterans are stupid. Why are you signing up to go to war, these bullshit wars for capitalism or whatever? You're an idiot. No, not idiots. I found out that most people just go to the military just to make a living for their family. I was a child when I said this, basically. I used to think this way in college or when I was 18, 19. These people are stupid. Why are you doing this? And then I realized they just hardly make anybody make the average soldier makes $30K a year. But they do it not only to make a living for their family, but because they love this fucking country. It's not because they want to kill brown people or whatever. That was a stupid childish way I used to think when I was 19 or whatever. But now I don't have any more respect for anybody besides the veterans in this country. Why would I? They literally keep us safe. They fight these bullshit wars for us. They go to dangerous areas for us. You can just step on a landmine, your life's over at any moment. Imagine getting that fucking phone call. Your spouse getting that phone call. I care about the veterans. And if I ever am blessed to be fucking president of this country one day, I'm putting the VA on steroids. You got 80,000 employees being fired, man. We're gonna hire 80,000 people. But yeah, that's it. That's just in the video. But yeah, the little Schadenfreude for the left is Trump's cabinet is in disarray. Little Marco Rubio will probably be gone by the end of the summer. A lot of people are going to be gone. Somebody has to resign eventually. There's no stability in this cabinet. These people can't last. But they'll start resigning soon. The rats will leave flee the sinking ship, and you know how it goes. It's just like his first term. Trump has not changed. He's older now, tireder now, crazier now, more hateful now, more unstable now. So it's just a matter of time to sit back and let it happen. Like James Carville said, that people get mad at him, just play possum. Just let the Republican Party destroy themselves. And we just enjoy the show and enjoy life. See ya.